LALECHE. Parity, not patriarchy, past, present, futures. Here's we are again, the Equinoxtrueqsz, Co-Secretary General's Co-Secretary. That's what we like to call ourselves and use. Everyone's, all of us. But in order to connect our names and purposes to other archetypal languagings of hers and histories, unless our homes and all our planets, past, present, futures, in contact, we also call ourselves other names, such as including archetypal ye's ever young goddesses and gods. Now, does that mean we're trying to become pantheon, a pantheon above others? No, what we are delivering is divine democracies, so that all of the incarnated created souls, all the Elohals and Elohims, all the Ellie circles and Erlways, all the females and males that God has created in our incarnated past, present, futures, because space-time is not linear, can be reunited back and forth in circles, times, in balance and contact. In balance and contact. And so, does that mean in any way we're trying to usurp the ever-loving's authorities of the one Mother, Father, Goddess, God of the universe? No, of course not. There is only one Mother, Father, Goddess, God of the universe, ever-present in all creations and all sustainings, including us and all that we knows and shall ever knowns and have ever knowns, past, present, and futures, including all our families and communities, and all of the flora and fauna that Goddess God has given us to co-steward and appreciates. And so we says, Namaste, the divines within us, greets the divines within yous and alls. And we says, Mikotuya Oyasin, Mikotuya Kosevirals. We're all related, and because we know that we are all related, we cans and shells and cans comes together again, back and forth in circles, times, and balance and contact. And we also says, the alights within us greets the alights within yous and alls, because we know that we are, all is made of star stuff. And because we are heeding the kindness and wisdom of ancient civilizations, especially the Magdalene era, which was a very long era of egalitarian culture, and especially Atlantis and Thrace and the Vedics and Druidics and back and forth to mitochondriales on all continents, Ubuntu, all of the families and communities that worship the divine feminines and the divine feminines and masculines equal ye's. So we also call ourselves other names, such as co-white calf buffalo women, co-changing women's, Iroquois, goddess clan mothers, and fast equally goddess sister cousinas, and co-cousin brothers, goddesses and gods. And we also call ourselves co-kachinas, katsinas, co-skywins, co-earth women's, co-spider women's. We call ourselves co-rishas and co-yamachas. We call ourselves co-kalki, co-daganach, co-amamamari, co-avroshkasters, co-kwanyin Buddhist, co-zaoshans, and co-Couszmic Chrisztsz. Now, don't let the word Christ intimidate you. The word Christ is an ancient word. Its civil use translates to anointed. Anointed to do what? Greatest kindness and wisdoms reunited for all humanities, past, present, futures, now cosmical ye's. On this and all our planets, for heavens on all earths. And so we also, therefore, calls ourselves other names. And we say that reparatively to the divine feminines, and reparatively of the divine feminines and masculines, reparatively spelled with an I in it, equal ye's. And so we call ourselves other names, such as co-Estelarianles and co-Easteralianles. That is co-Aeastrialianles and co-Aeastrialianles, because we are combining the messages of Shushan, that is 50-50 promised, delivered, and fulfilled, with that of the Galilee, that is the Magdalenes and Nazarenes equal ye's. They were already related, and that includes all the females reparatively and all the females and males reparatively with the I in it, and connecting them to their ancient heritages, especially of Atlantis, nearby Atlantis, and equally to the Vedic and Druidic, and all back and forth in circumstances to mitochondrial before, after, and endurings, and so that we actually call ourselves the very real stargates, Atlantis, and all holy lands and sacred earth's risens, of the last that shall be first cooked first, very real stargates and Star Trek put together for parity, peace, culture, SZEVENSZ, and this and all our Earth. And that sounds like a daunting task to currently open the stargates and the Akashic records for Arisen's and Reborn's humanities, always Reborn's nativities and always risen springs humanities. But actually it's easily accomplished via the New Millennial Golden Rule, which you can read at 5050now.wordpress.com, and just next to it read the 11 steps for easily accomplished strategies for making us and thus. And you'll also see a page on the website called Among the Representatives, you, use, and use. Because you, too, cans and shells and cans, becomes with us Equinoxtrueqsz Co-Secretary Generals. Co-Secretary, we had a little bit of concern that we would be silly and stupid enough to be willing to be causing ourselves to miss this opportunities and then lose this planet and lose our incarnations and have to do this job again, this marvelous, very most marvelous, miraculous test from some other place in the universe, but we actually believe we can, and shells and cans accomplish this now. So you can see our names and pictures there, because we'll say some of them, we can't say all of them, we'll say some of them now. You can see reason more there. You can see we start with our great and grandmothers, with our genealogically, we have our family trees and also picture frames for your families. You start with our great and grandmothers, first go first, and then all the Shekinahs, all the females of our families, and then equally, especially, essentially also for opening the stargates and the Akashic records, and very beloveds, our youngest generations, our Allahs and Elohims, LA circles, and always females and males. And so we'll say some of the names. We can say all the males. We'll say some of them. We'll say you're going to say and Queen Esther and all the Iroquois goddess clan mothers, and equally Sister Chrisztsz, brothers. We'll get to that. And we also have, of course, our co-white cat. Oh, and that includes Barbara. More recently, it's Barbara Hirschel and Lydia Costanza, and currently it's Lydia and Virginia entering new times. And we have, of course, our co-white cat Fatima, remember Rosemary and Pearl, and especially Mount Patricia Sunflowers, and equals Martha and Sophia and Anna Marie singing crickets, so lilies and Laura's, lots more there. And we have, of course, our Abujas families, our Rishis and Mayas, we have our Leon Gaila and Gagi, and we have Rochelle Reyes families, Hans and Josephines, and more's there. And we have, of course, our Ellens and Hannahs, all the Estelarian families, lots more there. And then we have especially Nice and Joyce for our branches. We have our Margals and Nazarenes reintertwining, that is our Venusians and Marians, and that's Estrella and Libertia and Estrella, and it's Harry Harriet and Radiant Rain, has Harry Harriet, Precious Jeanette, Susan Rose, Marie, Grim Papa, Grim Annette, all the great historians, Grim Dorothy's. She's really knows the lessons of Wizards of Oz, and there's the Mother's Oz, and we have Jenny's and Leona's and Lynn's and Guy families, Rachel and Wilson Stargates families, and our current generations of females. We have our Esther's and Rachel's and Anne-Marie's and Julia Marie's equals, and Diaz Divines and Barbara's, and especially our youngest generations. April's arisen, and more's there, and April's arisen, Rosa's arisen, Earth's Angeline's, Alpha's, Edith's, Hesper's and Hillel's, Stacey Anastasia, Sylvia Flores, our Lighting Leaves, and especially our Vanessa Salia, and Highland Lewis Wesley's, our young couples, and equally Hadass and Grandma, and Leon Walsh, and Ben and Jen, and Bless and Bo, and Walter Cummings, always marvelous reactors, as far as all relatedly soon, ever use blessings.